Warm it up, though. You know what time it is. You know who you on with. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy, phillynotion. Notion gang, salute. You already know. Hey, let's go check this 4K. Hey, check. Belt, check. We in there, gang. Y'all already know. Hey, look, if you new to this ride, make sure you go hit that subscribe. Again, make sure you go hit that subscribe and activate that notification bell just so you live with all the Notion vibes. Y'all already know. I appreciate all the love, gang. Ain't none of this possible without your help and your push. Y'all already know we out here grinding to that 200. I see it though. Hey, appreciate all the love, gang. Y'all already know this is about to be a long season, and we about to go and put these teams on notice. Y'all already know how we doing. So, anyways, gang, y'all know how we rocking it today, gang. Look, I'm gonna put it to y'all like this, okay? I know right now the biggest thing in the league, everybody dropping top list, top 100. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we saw the top 100 So I'm assuming that's everybody's thing right now, is just dropping some kind of top garbage list. I know everybody saw the top 100, so, hey, y'all already know how I feel on it. Carson Wentz ain't on the list. That list is hot garbage. But we about to go ahead and talk about some things today, gang. Since we putting out lists, I'm dropping my own exclusive list. Y'all already know how we rocking it. So we're going to go ahead and go over the top 5 quarterbacks of 2019 that was straight carry, backpack style. Let's go and get into it, gang. Y'all already know. Hey, one thing before we go ahead and get into this list, gang, and I want y'all to understand right now, there might be a little bit of controversy on this list. I really don't care because it's a fact, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it, gang. So y'all already know. Be sure, especially after this video, drop me some comments. Let me know how y'all feel because you already know. Hey, let me know who was getting carried out here, who should be on this list, and who shouldn't be on this list. So, alrighty, gang, let's go and get on to it. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy, phillynotion. Let's go and get it, gang. Alright, gang, so dropping in at number 5 on this list, and we're going to go ahead and take it in descending order. I know this may stir up a little bit of controversy, but we're going to talk about it, gang. So, coming in at number 5, Drew Brees. Let's talk about it, gang. So, of course, gang, we know Drew Brees played last year, a total of, I believe it was 11 games. So he missed some games last year. The reason why I called Drew Brees to this list, gang, is because let's go ahead and face it. The man missed a total of 5 games last year, right? And Teddy Bridgewater had to step up and win all 5 games while he was out. Now, mind you, gang, the Saints are surrounded by some talent. Let's not get it twisted. Okay, Michael Thomas had about 1,700 plus yards last season, along with Alvin Kamara putting up close to 800 rushing yards. So let's not act like the Saints weren't carrying the weapons out there to get the things done. And the quarterback play, hey, was just part of the product that was out there. So Drew Brees, I understand you're legendary, and I'm not going to slight you by any means because I know you're an accurate quarterback. But for the purposes of last year and talking about getting carried, you definitely making this list, Drew Brees, just because you had, I believe, around close to 3,000 yards passing, and Michael Thomas alone almost had 1,700, almost 1,800 receiving yards. So that says that alone who's carrying the backpack out there, and it definitely ain't Drew Brees. He's getting carried. So, y'all already know, let's move on to this next one, which we're going to bring in number 4. Y'all know who going to enter this list at number 4? Kirk Cousins. All right, gang, so where do we begin with Kirk Cousins? Now, we already know Kirk Cousins couldn't get it done in Washington. So, in my opinion, he's been garbage. But, okay, now he's on the Vikings. And let's see what he's doing with some talent around him. Getting carried. Gang, let me tell you this. He's surrounded by Dalvin Cook and Stefon Diggs. And Adam Thielen, who, of course, you know, he took a little back role. We understand that. But we also understand that the Vikings have a pretty formidable defense. So, hey, Kirk Cousins is getting carried backpack style. let's go talk about some of these stats that his talent around him racked up. So you got Kirk Cousins throwing at about 3,600 plus yards during the season. Okay, all right, we see that. But you did get carried by Dalvin Cook, who put up over 1,100 plus rushing yards. Also, when you have Stefon Diggs putting up over 1,100 receiving yards, that helps you out in a great ordeal. Along with your defense that's pretty top-notch, except for back in 2017 when we had to come to y'all house and let y'all know what time it was. Y'all know what it is. Let me get a skull clap, gang.
Garbage.
So anyways, y'all know how we handle Minnesota, but this ain't on that right now. Kirk Cousins has been getting carried backpack style since he's been in Minnesota because he's had the talent. Let's not act like he hasn't had Thielen out there also, and he still can't get the job done. So again, gang, Kirk Cousins is joining this list as getting carried, even though somehow he found his way to be 58 on this list. He's definitely getting carried, gang. Next up on this list, gang, coming in at number 3, let's go and talk about it. Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Brother, you know you
Hot garbage.
So let's go and talk about how he got carried by his whole defense. So, matter of fact, y'all know what it is, and let's stop acting like San Francisco didn't have one of the top touted, I believe they were ranked number 2 in total defense in the league last year. So, that's respectable at that. Now, mind you, they were also surrounded by, George Kittle and also Raheem Mostert. So, and they also ran a running back committee style approach. So, everybody got to eat in that backfield back there. It wasn't like Jimmy G just took the game over, especially with his double-digit interception rate. You take away that defense out in San Francisco, and you're going to really find out what Jimmy G's built like. So, again, gang, we know who's running it out in San Francisco, who has the backpack, is the Niners defense, while Jimmy G out there is getting
carried.
So, y'all know what it is. Let's go and cut the crap. Jimmy G at 43. That's when I knew this list was complete laughable garbage. And, hey, they don't want to put Carson on the list, but we're going to talk about that here in a minute, gang. So, let's go and move on to this number 2 spot. Yeah! So, for number 2, we about to do this one right. For the culture, gang, y'all know how we doing it. Let's get the 4K check before we do this one. Hold up. Y'all already know. Y'all see it because we in there. Number 2 on this list. Oh, Dak.
What?
Prescott. Come on to the front, brother, because we're going to talk about how you getting carried straight backpack style and you mediocre and you still can't get it done. So let's go talk about Dak Prescott. Now, we know Dak Prescott is led by Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup. Hey, their defense is cheeks, so it is what it is on that. That's why y'all was 8-8. But, hey, let's not act like Dak Prescott ain't out there getting carried. So, let's dive into them stats real quick. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the cast that surrounds Dak Prescott. This man is surrounded by Amari Cooper, who had over 1,100 yards last year receiving, Michael Gallup, 1,100 yards receiving, Ezekiel Elliott, a little over 1,300 yards rushing. So that tells you right there, the talent is there in Dallas. However, Dak Prescott is getting
carried.
And hey, for whatever reason, can't find a way to get it done. When the games actually matter, he doesn't step up. But again, the fact remains, the man's getting carried backpack style, gang. So their other problem, of course, is their sorry behind defense, because that's garbage, straight up, gang. So again, Jerry Jones knows Dak Prescott's getting carried. That's why the man's not getting paid. But evidently, he finds a way to make it into the top 46 on this list. That is garbage. So again, gang, we're going to see how this year plays out for Dak. He's gone about it here, in my opinion, after this year. But we gonna see. But again, gang, hey, this list, in my opinion, top 100, garbage. So let's move on to the top one. Who's getting this number one spot, gang, of getting carried? Let's go and talk about it, gang. Yeah, gang. Let's go and talk about this number one spot, though. Yeah, you know who it's reserved for. I've been getting a lot of talk in the comments. Hey, big salute, though. All love. But you know what time it is. I'm glad you know what I'm saying, a fan of your team. But we about to air out Tannehill real quick because we know he's
Recycled garbage.
gang. This man came from Miami on a hopeful wish. And luckily, hey, Mike Vrabel came up with something and put this man in success. And how that worked was
Backpack.
getting carried, gang. So let's talk a little bit about what Ryan Tannehill is surrounded with, gang. We know this man has Derrick Henry. Okay. He's also got A.J. Brown. Okay. Both legitimate threats. Now, one thing you got to understand, especially when you're watching football, is that when you have a pretty dominant run game, okay, a lot of your play action and your rollouts, all of that becomes effective. So definitely getting carried by Derrick Henry speaks completely to a lot of Tannehill's success. So let's not forget that. And don't forget that this man came straight from Miami.
Hot garbage.
But again, that's on the coaching for getting this man right. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there because this man did get carried by his team. So let's go talk about some of these stats. Okay, gang. So you got Ryan Tannehill, right? Throwing at about 2,700 yards. We know, it took him a little bit to kind of get integrated into the system because Mariota was playing like garbage. So, hey, good job for the coach for recognizing that change was needed. And he threw Tannehill in the game and said, look, Tannehill, we're going to make this easy for you. We're going to put you in the backpack because you're getting carried by Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown. So that's going to be the game plan for you moving forward. Hand the ball off. So, again, gang, we know what it is. But for the simple fact, he threw over 2,700 yards. You also had Derrick Henry rushing over 1,500 yards, along with pulling up about 200 receiving yards. Pretty effective, gang. And then you got to also add in A.J. Brown. So, again, there's talent there around the Tennessee Titans, but they have a pretty smart coach that put Tannehill, the recycled garbage that he is, in his place and let him know you're going to be handing the ball off, brother. So, again, we know what it is. Tannehill on this list at 68 is complete laughable, gang. That makes no kind of sense. But again, it is what it is, and we used to this respect throughout the league. So to wrap this up, gang, you already know, hey, look, we got some honorable mentions also. And I know this is probably about to trigger some controversy and all that, but I really don't care, gang, because I really want to hear it in the comments. Let me know how you feel. But potentially a number 6. I've got 2 considerations, gang, and y'all probably going to think, hey, it is what it is. We got Matt Ryan coming in at number 6. Yes, brother, you getting carried by Julio Jones. I'm going to put that out there now. And then another honorable mention, gang. Patty Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins. I'm saying, gang, hey, leave me some feedback in these comments because y'all know how we rocking. But already, gang, make sure y'all check me out. I'm going to be on tomorrow rocking with my boy RB. Big salute. We going to be live around 6:30 or 7:30. Check the stream for the details. I don't know exactly when we live in it, but as soon as I get the digits on that, y'all already know I'm going to post it in my stream. So, hey, at the end of the day, gang, y'all make sure y'all check out RB's site because he's going to have it on there live. So, appreciate all the love, gang. Y'all already know who you rocking with. I appreciate everything from everybody. I'm going to get mad love, so y'all know we going to keep it pushing. So, until next time, gang, y'all know what it is. Gonna keep the notion.